What is going on, my fellow zombie slayers? It is Nelly B here, and welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty's Ultimate Weapon comparison. If you guys are new to the series, I want to welcome you, and basically what I do here is take two weapons from Black Ops 1 and or 2 zombies and put them head to head for things like ammo, damage, availability, access, reload time, among many other variables, and in the end recommending my personal favorite setup of perks for both weapons. Today's two weapons are going to be the good old classic Galil and Black Ops 2 heavy hitter, the AN-94. Both very effective fully automatic rifles. Now before I start the video, I just want to let you guys know if you have any suggestions for future zombies weapon comparisons, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And I also want to mention that the only games I can currently get gameplay for are Black Ops 1 and 2, so if you're suggesting weapons, make sure they are from either game, but that will soon change in the coming months. But without further ado, let's begin. So starting off with the AN-94, it was first introduced into Die Rise, the first DLC for Black Ops 2, and later only found itself in one other map, Buried. Now despite this weapon only being featured in 2 maps, it can be found on the wall for both for a price anywhere between 0 and 1200 points. This is because on Buried, when you draw the weapon on the wall with the chalk, it awards you with 1000 points, and on Buried it only costs 1000 points. Sadly, no other maps have this weapon, which is surprising. Going back to when Black Ops 2 was in its prime and the AN-94 was a very highly regarded weapon, not only for its power but also its availability, which is why it was so surprising to me to realize that this weapon was only on 2 maps. The ammo count for the AN-94 stands at 30 in the clip and 300 in reserves for the non-pack punched variant, and upgrades to the actuated neutralizer 9400 with a whopping 50 in the clip and 600 in reserves.
Wow!
Nearly doubling the ammo count, which, if you ask me, is just insane. A gun with that much ammo usually isn't considered a rifle, it's more of an LMG at that point. But moving on, the damage for the AN-94 on round 20 pack punched with double tap is 2 shots to the head and 4 shots to the body. Still an insanely high damage for a weapon that's so accessible with so much ammo. With a reload time of 2.39 seconds or 1.62 with speed cola and a fire rate of 625 RPM, this weapon is a bit slow on the fire rate, but adding double tap is no task, nearly doubling the fire rate and damage. Which brings me to the recommended perks. Obviously Juggernog, speed cola, and double tap are a must on a game like Black Ops 2, but for that final perk, depending on whether or not you're playing solo, quick revive is a good call, but let's be honest, with this weapon there's no real reason you should be going down anytime soon, especially on the maps it's available on, where camping is accessible pretty much everywhere, which is why I recommend Mule Kick. Moving up to rounds past 30 to 35, the AN-94 becomes a good backup weapon simply due to the ammo count, but starts to dwindle on the damage side. But with all that being said, the AN-94 is a formidable opponent to any weapon you choose to put head to head from any Call of Duty, but can it stand up to the infamous Galil? To preface this section of the video, I will only be talking about the Black Ops 2 version of the Galil, even though all versions are pretty similar. So to start off, the Galil was first introduced into Black Ops 1 on Kino Der Toten. It's made its way into Black Ops 2 on every single map, that includes Nuketown and all the subsets of Transit, so don't be mistaken. The Galil is a very popular weapon, even finding its way into Zombies Chronicles, but moving on, the only way to get the Galil is out of the box. There is no way to buy this weapon off the wall in any map whatsoever, which kinda sucks. Now getting this weapon out of the box, you will be equipped with 35 bullets in the clip and 315 in reserves. Not nearly as much as the AN-94, but still a pretty decent amount. Now moving on to the back punch variant, the Galil becomes the Lamentation with a standard magazine of 35, but an upgraded reserve of 490, leaving much to be desired after using and abusing the vast amount of refillable ammo from the AN-94. Now, reloading this bad boy is going to take a whole 2.8 seconds loaded and 3.8 seconds unloaded. Only slightly lower than the AN with a fire rate of 750 RPM. It isn't the slowest weapon out of the bunch, but I still would highly recommend double tap. With that, Juggernog and Speed Cola are obvious, but seeing as this weapon does fall off around round 30, you will want to run quick revive unless you're playing with friends, then either Stamina Up or Electric Cherry will work as well. Before concluding this episode, I will show you a comparison of how these weapons sound and reload. In my personal opinion, with all of the facts and stats taken into consideration, I'm gonna have to pick the AN-94. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Galil, and it's one of, if not my favorite weapons in all of Call of Duty Zombies, but the AN-94 just has so much more to offer. It's easier to buy in every situation on both maps it's available on, the ammo count is much higher and even more accessible with it being found on the wall, and the damage drop-off is a considerable factor, with this weapon showing it can reach well into the mid-round 30s. Well, the Galil can only reach about round 30 due to the slightly lower damage and considerably low ammo count compared to the AN-94. Now it's your turn. Tell me down in the comments below what weapon you would take over the other and why. I'm curious to know if anyone would actually consider the Galil to be better. Also, don't forget to leave your pick for the next Zombies weapon comparison. Remember, only Black Ops 1 and 2 weapons. And listen, I know I'm sick. I'm trying to get out videos. I do have a few more scripts for future videos coming in the next week or so. So definitely look out for those, and also live streams. I'm gonna try and get back on the grind, everybody. I promise. I'm gonna make longer videos than this. This was kind of just trying to get back into it, if you can understand that. But anyways, guys, remember, only Black Ops 1 and 2 weapons for the Zombies weapon comparisons, as well as map comparisons, and any other videos you would want to see in the future if you want to recommend. I don't know, I have a whole list lined up, but if you do want to recommend, I'll put your comment in the next video if I'm already gonna do it. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Peace.